Pretty much it's like fire causes motion, it causes movement, and it causes like ripple effects of other things to move or sway because of it. And so like when you think about fire in nature, like when a flame is actually lit, it's not just like standing still. It's not just like a blank ray of light just shining up. Fire is constantly moving back and forth. Even when you look at the atmosphere of the sun, like on a zoomed in level, it'll be dancing. It's not just a ball and some light is coming out of it. Like, so when it comes to the element of fire altogether, like pretty much what I'm saying is that when we are like, when I was talking about the animated part of us, the animated principle of us, so fire at its most base or composite level, fire is very light. So fire represents our the nature of our soul and what we like pretty much house or encapsulate ourselves in when we come into the physical realm, because Aries is represented by the physical body in astrology. So every zodiac, it rules over a body part, and Aries rules over the physical body itself as well as the head of the body. Because the head of the body is literally the direction, and like it's where it's the command center where everything happens, like literally the brain. So we have two hemispheres of our brains, and we have what is called the left hemisphere, and it is pretty much based in logic, and it is pretty much like a calculator. So it's like, all right, so if I do this, then this happens. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 3. If I do that, if I do that, if I do that, if I do that, if I do that. So the left side of the brain is things that have not happened. The right side of the brain is everything, however, that has already happened. It is everything that you have acquired, everything that you have remembered, and that is everything from all of your five senses being stored as a memory. So all of your five senses are able to help you peer back into your memories and peer back into what it is that actually happened into your life. And so with this understanding, you understand, or you understand, that you are a spirit being inside of this physical vessel. Even me saying these words out loud, my brain is resubmitting all of this stuff back into me, and I'm hearing it all from a whole entirely different language. And this is pretty much what we call the subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind is the part of us that records literally everything about our experience. And the same way my phone is sitting here recording, I could directly go back into the gallery and view what date, what time. That's the same way that's the same way our spirits operate. And we can literally peer back into our own existence, peer back into our own consciousness. And when you think about your past experiences, how is it that you're actually able to form an image? How is it that you're actually able to see it playing out as if it actually happened? As if it's actually happening, as if it's playing out in the now, because you're seeing it right then and there at that moment. That shows you that you go beyond your physical vessel and you're not your body. You simply view reality from the perspective of your body. So pretty much your five senses are an extension of everything that you actually truly are on a spiritual, non-physical level. So everything about our reality we experience from the spirit. So pretty much all that to say, when it comes to the element of fire, fire literally is what causes motion, and it's what causes quick motion, I would say, because everything in creation has motion, even if it appears to not have motion. Um, right, even down to the densest particle, down to the hardest rock, to the hardest surface, everything has movement or a spiral to it, because that's the same way everything is in creation. Everything is made up. Everything is pretty much a mirror to everything. Um, right. So pretty much I said all that to say, like with the element of fire, I was pretty much saying that because, damn, why was I saying that? Because it was like in the beginning I was talking about how I made a mistake and how, okay, yeah. Right. So you don't pay, okay. So I see what I'm saying. So pretty much it's like, what they call that? Muscle memory. So the subconscious, that's why I said all that. Okay. So the subconscious mind is what's responsible for your muscle memory. So it's like, It's kind of like a person that could literally be writing something and looking up at the screen at the same time as how I'm doing, and you look down and it is exactly correct, and it's exactly within the margins, it's exactly within the box. So the subconscious mind is the part of yourself that's actually able to remember how to do tasks. So that your conscious mind can pretty much explore new territory. So it's like I don't have to sit here and tie my shoes and directly look at my shoes. I could be looking up at y'all and tying my shoes at the same time. And then I get done and I go to the next shoe and I could be looking at it. So because I'm up and I'm aware, I'm looking, my conscious mind is the part of my mind or the part of the brain or the left side or the left hemisphere of the brain that is responsible for you being aware and alert. And like when I say, I had to say alert because aware, like the subconscious is aware too. It's just a different type of awareness. But the conscious mind is the one that has the. I'm reaching out, scratching. You see what I'm doing? Subconscious. So, but I'm explaining it to y'all. Right. So awareness exists in both of them, but the conscious mind is the part that is like sharp, tactical, like awareness, and it's letting you know that it's aware, so that you don't just run over it. Because the conscious mind is the part that is responsible for protecting us and directing us to where we actually desire to go. So it's like the conscious mind, it actually cuts a space open for you, and it's the part of yourself that's actually able to envision certain things. Because like I said in the beginning of the vid, or earlier within the video about the subconscious mind or the conscious mind, is that it's like a calculator. So you're pretty much calculating things before they actually play out. When the Bible says that we're created in the image and likeness of the Creator, and the Creator is pretty much a spirit, right? The Spirit of God exists everywhere. It's omnipotent. It can be everywhere at all times. So the same way we access awareness within our minds about what we interact with on the physical plane is the same way that our spirit is doing that thing. So it's like our spirit is multifaceted and it's not limited to this one location just because the body is here. Remember, you're not the body, you're the spirit encapsulated within this vessel. So our spirits, if you are able to be conscious of where your spirit is, where you are actually sending and directing your spirit to go, because anything that you think about, that is the realm of spirit that you are allowing yourself to create from. So that's why it says that we're already rich, that we're already wealthy. That's why Jesus said, yo, you shouldn't even be worried about food. Just the same way the birds, they don't think about where they're going to get their next meal at, but they get it always. God is going to provide for you the same, or the Creator is going to always provide for you the same exact way. So it's just that same way with us. We actually have everything that's already available to us directly, just for the simple fact that we can think about it in the spirit realm and it comes. That's why it says that in I think it's Proverbs 18. I'll put it up on the screen, but it pretty much says that there is power of life and death in the tongue. And then it says, they that love it, the ones that are aware, the one that is being like your desire, the one that whose desires are being fulfilled, they're going to love it and they're going to eat the fruit thereof. The fruit, they're going to see it all the way through to when that seed was planted, to when that seed started germinating, to when that thing actually created a physical result. They that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. And it says that there is power of life and death in the tongue. And not just speaking on your physical tongue, but also the language and dialect in which you speak in, but also even the spirit language that you speak in. That's another one. A lot of people within the spiritual community, we kind of refer to tongues as light language. I'm gonna say that's like a westernized term, because in African spirituality we don't say that. We just say tongues. I mean, as far as I've been in it, I'm still trying to get initiated. Right. So you know how that go. You feel me? I'm still a student. I'm still learning this. Right. But yeah, so the conscious mind, the subconscious mind. And I was talking about, right, the left side of the brain being actually responsible for getting us the desires that we want, But the subconscious mind, it pretty much it births those things, and it's what sees it through, because the subconscious mind is is a activity. It's based on activities that you have already done more than once. So it's literally the repetition of what you did, and it's like it's kind of like an artist. Like over a span of 5 years, if you drew the same picture at least 5 times over the last 5 years, you'll see that that artist increasingly got better the more and more they actually kept doing their art. So that's the way the subconscious mind is. The more times that I see it, the more times I can actually hone in and throw the dart exactly where the target is, or the bullseye is. All right. But all right, y'all. That's been signing out. Peace.